right, welcome back everybody. This is Bitcoin update here. I'm going to try to run through Bitcoin pretty quickly as we have been covering it pretty substantially the last really 2 weeks, basically really heavily in this same area of this range essentially that we've been in. If anybody missed yesterday's live stream, it is available on the OYT. So you can go check that out. It's got, I pretty much dove pretty deep into Bitcoin for maybe 30 minutes straight just in this range alone. So I'll go over it again just kind of briefly because we were looking yesterday, looking at a tiny cup and handle. You could be, right? There's one guy that always calls himself Sammy Cup and Handy, and I can't get over that every time I think of a cup and handle now. So, you got this structural range right here, right? So this is our range low coming in here about 38K. This is also our monthly open. This is also a volume target down here, known as an NPOC. So if we start, if we were to start breaking lower, especially when we were in this area for sure, if we were to lose this point of control basically, which is another volume target, we were looking down to a couple of levels, with some reason behind it, right? These are pretty much double stacked with a good amount of support. We've got a previous untapped weekly pivot coming in right here, and the CME futures gap from 2 weeks ago, I believe, about 40,500, give or take, in that region. And then down here is our range lows, right? So essentially we've rated it up. So essentially you got your range low, your range high, right? And you re-enter one of these ranges, which we did right here. Your natural target is basically your point of control. We rallied straight up to there. We had a little bit of resistance from here, basically regain this level, and then essentially you move on to the range highs. Don't break the range highs, and basically you're looking back towards this point of control, and essentially you are looking back towards the range lows if you do lose that area. We did not lose the point of control so far, right? So we took another bounce, and we're going to possibly take another stab at the range highs. We break that range high, and then we're looking into the next range, which is above us, which basically takes us back to this cluster of price action right here, back in December, November time. So this is our next range right here, which the range low of that range does come in basically right at our range low right here. So I'm sorry, range low of the next range is stacked on top of our current range high. So it's like basically just shooting through your second story house floor, right? So same deal, right? We basically enter this range right here. Our natural target is going to be the point of control of this region. There's a couple things in the way. All right, sometimes you don't get this just like rocket straight to the point of control, especially when you do have a good amount of resistances in the way. This was just a really nice, powerful move right here. Over the weekend, right, we got that pullback back down to the point of control here. And then we were looking to see the reaction here, right? So if we got a break to the downside, like I said, we were looking for these. We did not get that. We held support very well. This is also a quarterly key level, not only the point of control, but this was a key level as well here for Bitcoin. It was right there, right? So you had this double stacked area of pretty major support coming in, and we did hold that and run it up. So currently we're running into this golden pocket, and which is also our current month. We got a little bit of a mini range up here, right? So this point of control is also right here, range high especially. So that's all basically converging right here in this area. You got a golden pocket, point of control, and the range high, all in this area. Rejection from here, we probably take it back down to this point of control area. We have to see how things react at this point. Could literally just range around in that aspect. But if you do get a break to the upside right here, we're probably going to challenge back into this range high, and more than likely we're probably going to take it out on the next attempt. Go ahead and turn that off. But yeah, that's definitely a lot of convergence and confluence, I guess you could say, in this little region, kind of holding us back at the moment. And still looking for that range high to be taken out, and then moving on up, right? So our next range point of control comes in at, I think it's actually 49K. But between there we have a pretty big key level that we've been looking at for quite some time. All right, so we got this yearly key level coming in about $47,700. So that would be the next major area of interest, so to speak. And then from there, we got the point of control for that next range above us, and that is coming in at 49,000, give or take. And that's also an NPOC as well. So this was never back tested back when we broke through it. So this is a pretty big volume target up here, about $49,000. Then you've got the range high coming in at about 50,250. So all that, like I said, we covered really heavily yesterday. So won't go too much in detail about it again. The one thing I wanted to bring up today was what we were looking for yesterday, is that we're looking for a daily uptrend, right, to kind of be confirmed here for Bitcoin. And essentially just on a structural basis, how you get that is very simple, right? You look for higher lows and higher highs. When we got this turnaround down here at $32,000, it depends on how you want to look at this, right? I tend to look for the candle bodies more than the candle wicks. So if you are a wick person, then maybe you're still kind of waiting on that final, confirmation here. But as far as daily close candle bodies, right, you had your low down here, you had a high, we had our higher low right here, obviously we had our higher high coming in right here. Now we were looking to make a higher low, and that was our biggest, that's basically what we were looking for, over the last few days here, was to not basically come back down and, print a lower low, lower than this 36,200, or even just this 36,830. And that's where the range lows really came in, plus the monthly open, plus the NPOC right here. Hopefully that would have caught, if the price action did come all the way down here, we had plenty of major support in our way, where even if we did come back down to this level, we still would have put in a higher low right here. All right, so very possible that we actually put that higher low right here. I'm still going to give it some time to, really kind of, not getting too excited at the moment. But, very possible. And if we do come through here and take out this range high and close on a daily basis, then that's really solidified. But what we were looking for yesterday was, let me go ahead and turn some of this off so we can clean it up. So when we had this high right here, right, that we were looking to, basically, this is from January 13th. You're looking to come through and make a higher high from here. Well, we did that on February 8th, right? So once again, you got your low, your high, your higher low, higher high, just of this structure here. You're also taking out now the previous swing high over here. So now you get your higher high, you want to put your higher low, and then essentially you want to come in now and to make a higher high in general, right, for this trend. And we barely did that last night. If you noticed last night at the daily close, we had this rally, right? So I was paying close attention to that, really not wishing, but it would have been a little bit better if we would have saw it really just engulfing this entire wick area. But we did see candle body close, right, above the previous high here. So essentially, we may have very well just, kind of confirmed this daily uptrend, right? We got that higher low we were looking for. We're making higher highs still, very slightly. So I really want to kind of see a next day or so we get above this level here. That would actually, entail us basically defeating that range high that we were looking at and continuing up. So from there, we'll look there. But it's, just very, very simple very similar to, what we experienced back here in, July of last year when we got that big launch. And, everybody was very at the beginning, just very, in how we got that rally just last week, and everyone was kind of like, is this bull trap? Is this whatever? And you kind of, you don't necessarily know until you get that confirmation of that uptrend there, right? I mean, there's many other reasons to, see that we would be continuing higher, but for anybody that's looking for this type of confirmation alone, we had this high back here from the summer. We basically came through, popped through, made that higher high, came in, made that higher low, and then basically away we go, right? So it's not as explosive of a current setup here, right? So that's why I was like, it's very slightly higher, and then it depends on how you want to look at the wicks and all that. So not going to be saying we're 100% in this huge uptrend right now, but I think it's very positive. I think it's very likely that we do continue to the upside. At least towards these, some of these targets we have above us, right? That $47,000 that yearly that we've been looking for, and at this point, you're talking. This really isn't much higher than where we are now. You're talking 6%, 7%. I'm sorry, takes us to that yearly key level. You're talking a 10% move pops us up to that point of control, and you're talking 12, 13% move puts us into the range high of that next range. So very likely that we're going to see those levels here over the next whatever, week or so. Not week, but when, coming up. And then that changes, of course. If we come back down, we break through this, this low that we just put in, and then we got to look lower to those things, that's levels that we've been looking at over the last few days. All right, so that's Biddy, right? And like I said, yesterday on YouTube, yesterday's video of the live stream, it goes very, very in depth. I pretty much just recovered everything again, though. But we did come in and put that slightly, just ever so slightly, right? You see how this is where we closed beforehand. So you put an ever so slightly higher high right there. Pretty much got rejected straight from it, but that really doesn't matter, right? We can come down a little bit and then just swing up again. But it was interesting because we were looking for that yesterday, daily close, basically above the 44.5 or 44.4. And if you were watching, the price action at the time of the close, we literally got that, whatever, a couple $100 or pump right into the close. Those are always an interesting time when you see that weekly close or monthly close, and then you just see this huge bum rush of price action, whether it's to the upside or the downside. So that's pretty much Biddy, right? So we're still looking good. And this is the thing, as long as Bitcoin remains remotely bullish, or doesn't melt to the downside, I mean, the altcoins, they get to have their way, right? Seeing a lot of good setups coming in. Posted quite a few last night, actually, in the Discord. Yesterday, Magic and I, we run the Leading Crypto Discord. We had a lot of content we were making yesterday. He did a classroom, in the Discord later last night about 5:30. We made a Bybit tutorial for anybody that's interested in using Bybit, just because that exchange is just really blowing up. You can do spot and you can do leverage. Well, I really don't push anybody to do leverage, but the spot trading there is really nice, and the app never crashes, unlike mostly every other exchange. And you can buy XRP there, which is for anybody that is an XRP fan. Anyways, anybody interested in getting all these altcoin setups, anything like that, like I said, Magic, Internet Money, and myself, we run the new Leading Crypto Discord. Link is in my bio there. You get altcoin setups from me, get Bitcoin setups, like the craziest Bitcoin, not even setups, Bitcoin updates, right? You will literally know what Bitcoin's every move is from this gentleman right here. And then tonight is actually when we do Wednesday and Sunday night exclusive live streams every Wednesday and Sunday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Where we take about 2 hours and we do it here in Discord. You can ask questions, very interactive, very exclusive to the members only. We've got an academy here as well, where if you are know nothing about trading this market, reading charts, building charts, these will help you to basically step by step walk you through that process. We've got about 15 or 20 videos in there right now, adding to it daily. And then our biggest, one of our biggest things that we're going to be adding here, you're not going to find anywhere else, is order flow and open interest. Right, so you're probably starting to hear a lot of people start talking about order flow and open interest. Not many know how to use it, utilize it, read it, and we have a specialist in the house. This gentleman, Max, he lives out in Dubai, and he is going to, and not only him, I mean, Magic Internet Money uses it pretty often as well. And I'm not too shabby myself at this point, but kind of brushing up. But yeah, we're going to be introducing this pretty heavily, order flow and open interest, in the next few weeks here. So yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. Almost 1,000 members in here now. So if you're interested in joining, please click the link in my bio. Aside from that, I think that's all we got. I'm going to build that YGG chart for tomorrow. Thank you all for coming out as always. Hope you all have a great day. Enjoy your, Wednesday? Yep. So we got a couple more days in the week here. So I'll be live again tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Eastern to 8:30 a.m. And otherwise, anybody that's in the group, I'll see you in there. And if you'd like to join it, like I said, link is in the bio. Until next time, everybody, cheers.